Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This is for the week of the 17th to the 23rd of October, which is the week that the Taylor Swift Midnights album came out. So my spread is Taylor Swift themed and I'm probably going to be talking about the album and Taylor quite a lot. So if you're not into Taylor Swift, you might not want to watch this video. I'm going to talk through my plans as well, but it will have a bit of a Taylor Swift spin on it. So just letting you know in case this is not your kind of video, but I'm a big fan and I wanted to do a spread to commemorate the album week, and I've made myself some custom stickers to rank the tracks in my sidebar. I've got so much foil, and the kit I'm using is called Midnights and it was in my shop. It is in my shop. I released it to kind of give myself a spread to use for this week, so it isn't like actually Taylor Swift, but it's kind of Midnights themed. I feel like it fits the vibe of the album. So yeah, I've also pulled out some washi, I've got my stickers ready, and we're onto the base. This base took me so long. I was listening to the album as I was planning, and by the time I finished my base, I was 11 songs in. If that gives it any context. I've got this really cool Taylor Swift washi tape which Kat got me, I think it was for my birthday, and it has all of the albums. It's missing Midnights because she got it me before Midnights came out, before it was even like announced, but it's such a cool washi tape with all the albums. I checked on Etsy and the seller has it with an updated version for Midnights, so I'll link that down below if you're interested. I've got loads of foil. This spread is kind of a mix of foils. I've got a lavender hollow from SBC. I think I've got regular hollow, probably a bit of silver in there. The washi tapes that I'm using in my sidebar are silver and gold, so it's a complete, there's no cohesion here, but I just wanted it to be sparkly and Midnights-y. So that's the vibe we're going for. The washi tape in the sidebar, the purple one is from my shop and the gold one is like a random MT branded one that I've had for years, and I actually repurchased it because I liked it so much and I finally finished my original roll of it, so I can get rid of that. But yeah, I'm just so happy with how this spread turned out. I remember finishing it and I was just so thrilled with it, and I sent Kat pictures of it like along the way. I was like, oh my god, it's coming together so well. But yeah, I'm a big fan if you couldn't tell. So yeah, I've got my underlays from SPC. These I think were hollow. Doing this weird thing where I kind of alternate them. I think I explained in the last plan with me, so that I don't have to use a 9th or a 10th underlay in my spread. So like I said, I did rank the tracks in my sidebar and I had to use, it was like a Tumblr generator where it gets you to like rank the songs like 2 at a time, and it eventually puts together an order for you. And looking back at this is not, I would say it isn't how I feel now, but it also wasn't how I felt when the album came out. It changes so much. So this is a rough ranking, but more than anything, I just wanted to have this in my sidebar. I had the idea when the album came out and I was like, it would be so cool to have all the songs, and then I wanted to rank them without actually realising that it's hard to rank an album when your opinion on it changes so much. So anyway, I think it worked out fine. But yeah, I've got hollow date dots from Tilly Journals as well. And now we're on to the plans. And I actually didn't have a lot of notes this week. Like some days I've only got like 5 or 6 things. So I've tried to use like bigger boxes and mark things in like a more space taking up way. That was not a sentence. Anyway, the first thing I marked was that I cut premium matte, and I've used one of the scripts from the SPC lavender hollow foil sheet, which says work. And I've also got these hollow icons from SPC. So I used like a knife and fork to mark that Tom made me a really good sandwich. And I'm trying to remember what it was, but at the time I was like, I will never have a better sandwich than this. I think it was, you can get this, I think it's sourdough bread from Co-op, but it's like 3 cheeses. So he made me that with a ham and cheese, and I think it was toasted, but it was so good. And I really love the bread that they have in the bakery section of the Co-op, but I prefer to buy sliced bread, but this one is not sliced, so I slice it when I get home, so I haven't got to do it any other time because I hate slicing bread. And then I freeze it sliced already. The next thing I did was listen to more of my audiobook. I am listening to Atomic Habits, which is by, I think, some guy called James. I can't remember his full name, but I'm really, really enjoying it. I need to go back and listen to it again and either take notes, or they have a website where there are like summaries of each chapter, and I think that would be helpful to have just like something to reference back. But it's basically like how to set habits that you can stick to, how to like de-incentivize your bad habits, and how to make you want to do the habits that you want to do. It's really interesting. But he has like examples as well, so it's not just like do this, it's like explaining why things work based on studies and stuff. The next thing on Monday was the Taylor Swift tour was announced, not the like European or UK tour, but the American leg. So I wanted to mark that because it probably means that there will be a UK tour hopefully soon. Fingers crossed. And then we watched half of the Hitman movie. I think it's been a couple of months now, but I mentioned that we were playing the Hitman games on Xbox. There's a Hitman movie, and if I'm honest, it wasn't very good, but we made it through half of it and never finished it. Then on to Tuesday, we went to the park with Tom's sister and her little boys, and it was so cute. But I marked that with a Play Outside script and an ABC like building block sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. Then we bought some pumpkins this day from the co-op, and I originally pulled out like a really big orange pumpkin sticker, and luckily remembered that the SBC kit that I used the previous week had pumpkins in the deco, and there was a purple one, so it matches amazingly. So I pulled that out and used it in this spread. We then spent a lot of the day packing up advents, so I marked it with a big Fox and Cactus kawaii girl, because like I said, trying to use up space when I haven't got that many plans each day, and then marked it again with a little thing underneath with a hollow icon from SPC. I then washed my hair, and we're back to watching Harry Potter. So this day we watched the first half of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is that film 3 or 4? I can't remember. But yeah, we did that. Then on to Wednesday, more advent packing, and I marked that with an envelope sticker. I don't think these are in the shop, but this is one of the few stickers I drew myself. And I honestly made this sticker like 6 years ago, and I still have them for some reason. In premium matte, I have a sheet of them. So I marked that because the blue matched. Then I did some laundry this day, which I marked with a really old the Coffee Monsters Co. emoji and a laundry script. I'm trying to like spread these out throughout the spread because I don't have any other lavender hollow, so I didn't want to use it all in one go. It looks really cute. Then we went to see Sister Act at the theatre. We booked this in 2019. It was before COVID, and it got moved like 3 times, and we finally went to see it, and I enjoyed it, but I've never seen the Sister Act movies. But my mum and dad have, and they did not enjoy the show as much because of that. The songs were very different. It's obviously like a stage adaptation, but I thought it was really good. I thought it was funny. Then we ordered my dad a new phone, so for Christmas me and my mum are going to go halves. No, that's a complete lie. She's buying him the phone and I am buying him a phone case. So to say we're going halves would be a huge exaggeration, but he really needs a new phone because his is super old, so we ordered that. Then we'll help him set it up on Christmas Day and move all his stuff over. Then I'm using a tiny little bit of another underlay just to cover the gap, but I wanted to use the Halloween like movie watching stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that we watched the rest of the Harry Potter film. I'm talking really weird. And then we ordered pizza, and it was not a great pizza. We tried to order, I think, from Domino's, and for some reason they closed like really early. So we had to order from just like a random restaurant near us, and it just wasn't the best. But this was after I came back from the theatre, so I think it was like 11 by the time we actually ate. So that was not good. But yeah, that was the first half of the week. Don't know what I am doing, but I'm not getting on with it. On Thursday, the first thing I marked was that Ari had the groomers, and I took him for a little walk before he actually went to his appointment to try and get some beans out of him. And it never works because he knows the area where his groomers is. So he gets so excited once he realizes that we're there for the groomers, and like doesn't really walk that well around the area. He walks really well around our local like housing estate where we live, and then if we go anywhere else he's just too excited because it's obviously like new and exciting. But at least he was nice and clean after that. Then you give him a bit of a trim, sort his beard out, all that, trim his nails, which I hate doing. Then I printed and cut more stickers. I think this is probably for new releases because, oh no, I don't know, because the Advent release was this week, so we didn't have regular new releases. But then I was feeling a little bit stressed about Advent because it's Advent. So we went for a walk and I wanted to go to Starbucks. So Tom was like, okay, we'll go to Starbucks and then we'll go for the walk, which we did. And then because we went to Starbucks, we got there about 10 minutes late to actually park in the car park where we went to walk. So we had to park on the road and walk. Wait, did we? I feel like I've told this story before. Maybe the time I'm thinking of is the previous time, but I've definitely done it before where I've delayed us because I wanted Starbucks and then we couldn't park. But yeah, so we went for a nice little walk and it was a little bit rainy, so it's not very busy at that time, which is good. Like no one wants to walk when it's rainy apparently. We also watched Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince this day, the first half of that. I'm using a winter walking emoji to mark that we went for our walk, went to a place called Beacon Hill. And then I really don't like how I've marked this because it was raining and there was no one there. We went to they have like a playground on a park, like at the place where we walked. So we went and like played on the equipment, I guess, because it was fun and normally you can't do that if there are children in a park. So we did that, but I've marked it as a date and I feel like it seems a bit weird to mark having a date in a park because I know it was like a kids park. I feel like I've overthought this a lot. But yeah, that's what I did and it was just really fun. They have you know the really big swings, but they're like circular and you can literally lie in them. We played on those and it was just so good. Anyway, the next day was the Midnight's release. So excited. I got up really early and just listened to the album like uninterrupted. And then I listened to it again. Well, the first time I listened to it on my phone and then I listened to it on my laptop afterwards and I was like, sounds so much better on my laptop. Why didn't I just do this to begin with? But yeah, it was so good. I did not like the way I wrote the word midnight, so I just wrote it again on a different full box, half box even, and put the Coffee Monsters Co. sticker back. But the album release, I think it was like, I can't remember the time it was in the UK, but then 3 hours later, there was something that she called a chaotic surprise, and we were like, what is it going to be? We thought it could be a tour announcement, but it was so the album's called Midnights, but there was extra tracks, and they were called 3 a.m. tracks, and I think it was like maybe 6 extra tracks, I can't remember. So anyway, we had like a mini release after the main release and it was so good and I really love the 3 a.m. tracks, probably more than the midnight tracks at the minute. But yeah, it's so exciting. Then I had to do some work, had my email newsletter to write and a little bit more sort of extra preparation for the Advent release. But the Advents went live, I think it was around 6. I do have some still available if you're interested. The 12-day, it's a 12-day Advent, but if you open it on the 12 days before Christmas, it doesn't start until the 13th of December, so there's still plenty of time for it to arrive. I ordered my new planner from Tilly Journals, so I'm using my Tilly Journals planner at the minute, but I needed to order my 2023 one, so they were released on this day. And then I've got an itch. Then I marked that the Advents were released with an icon from the SBC sheet. And finally, we watched the other half of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And I marked that with a Coffee Monsters Co. Halloween movie watching emoji. Then on to Saturday, we had a lie-in this day, which was nice. I marked that with one of the paint swatches from the kit. And
here's what I found.
Oh my god, Siri. that scared me so much. Yeah, I marked that with a sleep in script. Then we went for a little walk with the dog. We went somewhere we've never been before called Foss Meadows. It was okay. It was very busy compared to our regular walking spots. It could be that we went on a Saturday morning though. But it was also really boggy and we got covered in mud. Like, I wore my white trainers, which was such a stupid idea. Tom was covered in mud. The dog was actually not too bad. I don't think he was able to like run around the puddles, and then we were just like sinking. But we got a little coffee. I had a pumpkin spice latte and it was not very good. But oh well, we had the experience at least. Then when I came back, I did more printing and cutting. I can't remember what I was printing and cutting because it could have been Advent stuff, but I feel like I finished Advent in good time. I can't remember. But then in the evening, we watched Dahmer on Netflix. We got a few episodes in and then we cancelled our Netflix subscription. So we will probably finish it around Christmas, but we have so many subscription services open at the minute. Like we have Disney, Apple, but I think those two are on free trials at the minute. Amazon, which we always have, and I think Tom has something else like Paramount or something. But we thought we would cancel Netflix and try and catch up on the other services we have for now. So we did that. And Tom also packed for me in the evening on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I marked that I had another lie-in, but I've used these late start stickers from Once More with Love, and I picked this sheet up from the Midlands Planner Meet. I think it was Gretel Creates that had it. And then I realised that they're probably for school-related activities, and I bought one to mark lie-ins, so that's how I will be using these. Then I did laundry this day with one of the hollow icons and a script from my shop, and more printing and cutting, which I marked with a fox and cactus silhouette and a print and cut script from Ice Cream Joe. Then to mark packing advents again, I used a paint palette deco icon, which was in the kit. And then I'm marking that I washed my hair, and I feel like I used to have hair washing stickers, and I don't know if I've lost them or taken them out of my binder or what I've done with them. But anyway, I decided that I would use a candle to mark washing my hair because it's like kind of self-care-ish. I then marked that I wrote some memory notes down so that I could memory plan with a Once More of Love icon. And then we played some COD this day, or Tom probably did and I watched, which I marked with a gaming script from my shop and a controller. Then I realised that I can use my Halloween countdown stickers. So these are from the Coffee Monsters Co. and I'm just trimming them a little bit so they fit better. I had to trim that one at the bottom, but the other ones I've just stuck them along the top and then trimmed the top. And they're just super cute. Like, I think the designs repeat every now and then, but I don't think I've got any repeating ones in a spread. And look at the little ghost, it's just so cute. So yeah, I'm really happy with those, and I have not yet picked up Christmas ones. I really need to because I'm going to regret it if I don't. And I, to be honest, haven't really got time to order Christmas ones, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But I could put them in, like I could backdate them, I guess. But yeah, this is my completed spread. I really hope you enjoyed the video and how it turned out. I put a lot of effort into this spread. And I had very high hopes for it, so I'm really glad that it lived up to my own expectations. I just think it's so cute, and I would love some Taylor Swift overlays. I don't know where to get any from. To be fair, I haven't checked Etsy, but it would be like the icing on the cake if I were to be able to find some. So please let me know if you know of anywhere that has them. But otherwise, these are my leftovers. Loads of foil left over, and quite a lot of the kit. Did I have any add-on boxes this time? I can't remember if I had an add-on sheet. I think I had the box add-on. Yeah. But that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!